How to convert text to speech for audiobooks. So hello everyone, so in today's video, I will show you guys on how to use 11 Labs in converting text to speech for your audiobooks. So without further ado, let us begin. So first, let's just head over to the 11 Labs website, and then what you want to do from here is to just simply go to Playground right here, and then just simply go to text to speech. Once you're here, you can now paste in your audiobook or just simply type in your audiobook from here. So as an example, I'll just be using ChatGPT to make me a quick and short audiobook. So I'll just ask ChatGPT, make me a quick and short audiobook, something like that. And then there you go. So the title will be The Pocket Watch. Then we have a narrator, and then there you go. So there you go, we now have our audiobook. So what we're going to do from here is to just simply copy the text right here for the audiobook and then just simply paste it in here in 11 Labs. So for example, I'll just add the title in the beginning, The Pocket Watch. There you go. I'll just go back to 11 Labs again, and then there you go. And then afterwards, what you can do now is just simply change the voice for your audiobook. So to do that, what you can do is just simply go to voice right here and then just simply click on this. And then from here, they have a lot of voices right here that you can choose from. So if you want to preview any of these voices, just simply click on this play button right here that says play preview. So just click on that.
Our distrust is very expensive.
And then there you go. We now have a preview of the voice. So you can do that with all the voices that are available right here, or you can just simply search up voices right here in the search bar. And then when you click on this one right here, as you can see, there are other options right here that you can choose from, like all saved voices, recently used voices, top picks for you, professional voice clones, instant voice clones, and voice design. So feel free to utilize any of these options. But for me, I'll just stick with this voice right here, which is Adam. So after selecting your voice, you can choose the model for your voice right here. So when you click on this, they have a lot of models right here that you can choose from. So I'll just click on show all models, and then there you go, they have a lot of models right here. So they have models from 11 English V1, 11 Multilingual V1, 11 Flash V2, 11 Turbo V2, 11 Turbo V2.5, 11 Flash V2.5, 11 Multilingual V2, and 11 V3 Alpha. So for 11 English V1, this is their first text-to-speech model. For 11 Multilingual V1, it is their first multilingual model. For 11 Flash V2, it is their ultra-low latency mode in English. So this one is ideal for conversational use cases. And the next is 11 Turbo V2. It is their English-only low latency model, best for developer use cases where speed matters and you only need English. So this one is up to par with Turbo V2.5, which is the next one right here. So this one is also their high-quality, low latency model, but in different languages. Best for developer use cases where speed matters and you need non-English languages. Next is 11 Flash V2.5. It is their ultra-low latency model in 32 languages. This one is also ideal for conversational use cases. And the next is we have 11 Multilingual V2. So this one is their most lifelike, emotionally rich mode in 29 languages. This one is best for voice actors, audiobooks, post-production, or any content creation needs. And lastly is we have 11 V3 Alpha. So this is their most expressive model. It supports up to 70 plus languages. It requires more prompt engineering than their previous models. And this version will improve and will be much more reliable over time. So as you can see right here, it says right here in 11 Multilingual V2 that this one is recommended for our voice, and it also says right here that is also best for audiobooks. So I'll just use 11 Multilingual V2. Next, after that, you can also modify some of the settings right here, like the speed of the voice, the stability of the voice, the similarity, and the style exaggeration. And then what you can also do is do a speaker boost. So this one boosts the similarity of the synthesized speech and the voice at the cost of some generation speed. So feel free to modify out these settings to your liking. And then after that, what we're going to do now is just simply generate the speech. So I'll just click on generate speech right here and then just wait for the generation to finish. And then there you go. So once it's done, just simply click on this download button right there. And then there you go, you're now done making the audio for your audiobook using 11 Labs. So what you can do now is you just simply upload your audio right here to any audiobook websites like Audible or ACX Audio. So for example, for ACX Audio, it has some audio submission requirements, so make sure that you'll comply to these requirements. And then it says right here, before submitting the entire audiobook, you can use their audio analysis tool to get feedback on a finished audio file and confirm if you have followed the ACX standards. So in here, just simply sign in to your account, or you just simply use an Amazon account. And then from here, you can now simply use their audio analysis tool to get feedback on your audiobook file. So there you go. It says right here, what are the content requirements for files on ACX? So it says right here, it must include opening and close credits. So credits must match the title's cover art and metadata. At a minimum, opening credits should include the name of the author, audiobook, and narrators. Closing credits should be at least the end. You can add music to the credits, but make sure it doesn't obscure the narration. Next is include a retail sample of 5 or less minutes. So you should consider the following when selecting an audiobook sample. So please choose the first 5 minutes of your audiobook as the sample, which allows for a seamless listening experience into the rest of the title once purchased. Next, samples must not contain any explicit, like violent or pornographic material. If the beginning of your audiobook contains this, please select a different sample. Next is the sample must come from the audiobook. And lastly, Apple Books automatically use the first 5 minutes of the book as their sample. And then make sure that each file should be no longer than 120 minutes. Split longer sections into separate files and include a secondary header for continuity. Next, what are the requirements for file names and bitrate? So the following are the requirements. So first, include one section or chapter per file. Next, label files with chapter or section title. Like each file must include the section header like prologue or chapter 1. Missing headers will require revisions and could delay the release. Next are the submission requirements for audio quality. So when submitting audiobooks, it is crucial to ensure your audio files meet their technical requirements for encoding, peak levels, and RMS levels. So first is audio must be consistent, so your audiobook should be consistent in sound and formatting. This includes the audio levels, tone, noise level, spacing, and pronunciation. Consistent audio makes for a better listening experience and can lead to good reviews and better sales. Next, make sure there are no extra sounds. So make sure each file is free of extra sounds like plosives, mic pops, mouse clicks, excessive mouth noise, and outtakes. These sounds can distract listeners and can lead to bad reviews. And then next, make sure that files are either mono or stereo. So all files must be in the same channel format. So make sure if you're going to use mono, make sure all the files are mono. And if you're going to use stereo, make sure all files are stereo. So if they're all not the same, mixed formats will cause errors. Next, volume should be between negative 23 decibels and 18 decibels and negative 18 decibels RMS. So each file to fall between the specific volume range of negative 23 decibels and negative 18 decibels RMS for consistent volume. Root mean square means is a way to measure the average value of an audio signal. So by keeping all the files within this range, listeners won't have to constantly adjust the volume of their playback device. Next, make sure peak levels are less than negative 3 decibels. So make sure to check that as well. So each file must have peak values no higher than negative 3 decibels to avoid distortion. Next, noise floor is less than negative 60 decibels root mean square. So each file must have a noise floor no higher than negative 60 decibels root mean square to avoid background noise distractions. And the next, keep room tone less than 5 seconds. So each file must have no more than 5 seconds of room tone at the beginning and end. We recommend at least 1 second for an ideal listening experience. And then lastly, file format is 192 kbps or higher CBR. So before going on sale in the Audible store, titles are encoded in a variety of formats that customers have the option of downloading. So constant bitrate or CBR, MP3 files are required, so this encoding process works without error. So yeah, and then make sure that each file must be a 192 kbps or higher CBR, 44.1 kHz MP3. You may also upload 256 kbps or 320 kbps files if you'd like, but the difference in quality heard by listeners will be negligible. And then there you go. So these are pretty much the requirements right here if you're planning to submit your audiobook to Audible. So yeah. So if you have any other questions, you could always contact the ACX team right here if you have additional questions regarding to their audio submission requirements. And then after that, you are pretty much done. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The 11 Labs tutorial on how to convert text to speech for audiobooks. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more tech tips. That is all.